Hello and welcome to Hearthstone Top 5. Okay. I think it's better if I remove my quarantine mask. Hello and welcome to the Top 5 Hearthstone Quarantine Special. My name is Benjamin Hero, and since we all are in essence quarantine, hell, let's call it the Quarantine Special. And today we're going to look at the top 5 insane or terrible cards from the Ashes of Outlands expansion. Let me give a quick review of how the format works. I either pick seemingly terrible cards which I think have the potential to be insane, or I look at those seemingly overrated cards which I think have the potential to be terrible. Yeah, so we're gonna have this sort of divisive list. As always, before we get to the Ashes of Outland expansion cards, we're gonna review the Descent of Dragons top 5 insane or terrible card list. Alright, boys and girls, let's settle in, chill, bring some popcorn, because I'm gonna provide you some seemingly insane entertainment. Let's start with the review of the top 5 Descent. I literally must have flapped my words. Let's do the review of the top 5 Descent of Dragons cards. Let's go. At number 5, we had Depth Charge. I actually had to take a double take and look at this card because I legit forgot it existed. It performed so bad that I might have to do another forgotten card list. If you haven't seen my forgotten card video, here's the plug, go watch it. I might do a sequel. Let me know if I should do a sequel of part 2, more forgotten Hearthstone cards. So yeah, Depth Charge was absolutely terrible, even though I predicted it to be insane. At number 4, we had the whole Tree and Druid package. Although I said it would never be the tier 1 deck that it said it would be, and it never reached the tier 1 slot. At best, Tree and Druid or Token Druid was our tier 2 deck. The true tier 1 Druid deck was the Embiggen Druid. Since I predicted Tree and Druid not to be tier 1, and it didn't achieve that, correct on my end. At number 3, we had Nosdormu the Timeless, and this is a really good card to remind you on why you should never ramp your opponent up to 10 mana. Even though it had flashes of brilliance, I predicted Nosdormu to be an insane card, but it turned out to be a terrible card. So I got that one wrong. At number 2, we have Fate Weaver. The most, I called it. I told you all that just having a 1-tick Emperor Forcing effect is not good enough as a payoff. Even in standard Galakron Priest, this card, Fate Weaver, is not played. This is how underperforming and how terrible Fate Weaver actually is. I predicted this card to be terrible, even though it looked seemingly insane, and I got that correct. And at last, number 2, we had Skycrow. And Skycrow, I predicted it to be insane, and it turned out to be pretty damn insane. It is one of the linchpin cards you get from Christology in order to play your aggro Mech Paladin deck. And aggro Mech Paladin is a pretty damn good deck. Trust me, whenever I play Hunter, I see aggro Mech Paladin, I know I'm gonna get whooped. So yes, Skycrow turned out to be insane. And this wraps up the review. I believe I got Tree and Druid right, Fate Weaver right, and Skycrow right. So that's a 3 out of 5, which is about standard, but I'm upping my average since usually I either get 2 out of 5. Let's take a look now at the top 5 insane or terrible Descent of Ashes of Outland. Be gone, Descent of Dragons. Let's take a look at the top 5 Ashes of Outland insane or terrible cards. Let's go. At number 5, we have the 1-mana Warlock spell Shadow Council. With the effect, replace your hands with random demons and give them +2/+2. I predict Shadow Council to be an insane card. Through the history of Hearthstone, hand buff cards have been absolutely, unequivocally, unrelentingly terrible. Just look at the mean streets of Gadsden and all these terrible hand buff cards they gave to Hunter. Yes, I'm biased. I'm extremely biased. So you would expect Shadow Council to follow the suit of terrible hand buff cards. But then Trump inspired me with a very weird, perhaps junky combo where you play Scrap Him, and then before Scrap Him activates its dormant effect, you play Shadow Council, then Scrap Him's effect activates, so you get a net benefit of +4/+4. That's like a double in biggin. Not bad, not bad. And for that potential, I put Shadow Council at number 5 on the list. But historically, let's be real. It's funny. I also have to be real with everybody when I'm doing the top 5 staying terrible list. The odds of it being that good is really slim, but it could see some good potential. And hey, it might just shadowy work out. Alright, let's move on to number 4. At number 4, we have another card I believe which is going to be insane, and that is Waste Warden. I look at Waste Warden and it boggles my mind that not everybody's thinking that this card is absolutely, terribly, amazingly insane. It is a 5-mana 3/3 with the effect, deal 3 damage to any minion and to that minion's type. In English, what that means, if you do damage to your beast, it will deal damage to all other beasts. Same thing with demons, same thing with murlocs, same thing with totems if you care that much about totems. Pirates, if people still play pirates. Dragons. Waste Warden is, it's not even, for me, it's even better than a potential tech card. At its worst case, it deals 3 damage to a minion for 5 mana, and you get a 3/3, which isn't too bad. It's still bad, but it's not too bad. But if you get to proc it on a second minion, whoa, isn't everyone going to be playing demons with demon hunters? Waste Warden, I predict it's going to be teched in pretty much all good decks. To tech against demons, to tech against dragons, to tech against beasts, if hunters seeing much play. And Waste Warden is just a really good card. And this is why I see a lot of incredible potential, and I feel like a lot of people are going to be complaining about this card on Reddit. If it does happen, please do quote me on this. Benjamin Hero 2020. Waste Warden OP, OP, OP. At number 3, we have Magtheridon, a 4-mana 12/12 with the battle cry. Summon 3 1/3 enemy warders to the opponent's side. And once the warders get destroyed, then you awaken Magtheridon and destroy all other minions, and you have a very nice 12/12 in play. For that alone, this card should be on the list. And I predict Magtheridon to be insane in Warlock. Why in the Warlock? Well, they have a card called Hellfire. You play Magtheridon, you play Hellfire, Shazam 12/12 empty board. Or you play Magtheridon, then you play Crazy Nevering, damn empty board again, and you have a 12/12. The only weakness to Magtheridon is giving your opponent 3 1/3 minions, and if you can't deal with them, or any sort of polymorph or hex effect, absolutely ruins Magtheridon, or cards such as the new Infectious Spalling. Don't quote me on that. If it's, Infectious Spalling also wrecks Magtheridon if you can somehow get it to your opponent, and then the opponent that, Infectious Spalling also wrecks Magtheridon. And this has so many downsides to it that Magtheridon could literally be true to what everyone else says and the literal worst legendary in this set. But I have high hopes for Magtheridon to absolutely dominate the board. At number 2, we have Disguised Wanderer, another card I predict to be insane. I know, this card looks a bit too easy. It almost seems like bait for it to be put on my list. But hey, I'm a simple man. I simply took the bat. And yes, Disguised Wanderer is a 4-mana 3/3 with a death rattle, summon a 9/1. If you add up all the stats, these are what? 12/4 with absolutely interesting distribution. Let's not call it terrible, but interesting distribution. By itself, Disguised Wanderer can be quite easily taken out because its second part only does 1 health. However, I'm seeing Disguised Wanderer in a potential new Hunter deck. You play Disguised Wanderer while before you have Pack Tactics, the new secret in play, and wham. If they do kill you Disguised Wanderer, you have another Disguised Wanderer as well, putting even more pressure on your opponent. And then you can play the new Lion card, which copies another minion's death battle, and it has rush. And they can have another 9/1 as a sort of payoff after the lion destroys another minion and then it dies. In essence, I can see it potentially in some interesting Death Rattle Hunter deck. And for that reason, and because it's such a fantastic and interesting card, I mean, how can you not love Disguised Wanderer? And because of those reasons, Disguised Wanderer is at number 2. Okay, at number 1, we have a very interesting card. After me calling it correct with Turin Druid not being a tier 1 deck, I thought, Mr. Benjamin Hero, you have to take even more guts and have more heart and make your most audacious and bold prediction yet. And at number 1, we have a card which I believe is overrated and it will be terrible. Asterisk, let me explain the conditions. We have the Sigil Runner, the 1-mana 2/1 new Demon Hunter card, Outcast draw a card. And what Outcast mean, if the card's played either from your leftmost or your rightmost side of your hand, then you can activate its Outcast effect, where in Sigil Runner's case, you draw a card. People predict Sigil Runner to be in every single Demon Hunter deck because it's so good, it's so OP. You know what? You just 1-mana, 2/1. It's like a Kobold Librarian. Who doesn't want to play this card? But here's my thinking. Sigil Runner would be incredibly awkward to play if you're playing anything but Face Demon Hunter. And I predict Face Demon Hunter to be a tier 2 deck. So I predict Crimson Sigil Runner to just see play in their Face Demon Hunters, and it's not going to be in every single Demon Hunter. It's not going to be in every single top Demon Hunter deck. This is my prediction, and this is why I'm calling this card terrible, in the fact it's not going to live up to its hype of being in all Demon Hunter decks. I hope that my convoluted explanation made enough sense for you to get my prediction, but I'm sticking to that. And this is why Sigil Runner is at number 1. Thank you as always for watching. It is highly appreciated. And please write in the comments what kind of videos you want me to do next. I'm feeling the inspiration of doing more videos than just doing CI Terrible, at least for every single new expansion cycle. So if you have any video ideas, post them below, and who knows, I might do them. Might, or there's a strong likelihood. If the idea is good, I would definitely do it. So yes, please give me energy and your ideas. And as always, happy quarantine, and hopefully you, your family, your friends, and your loved ones, and also those people you don't love, only the ones you care about are fine, well, and at least, coping amazingly. Thanks again for watching, and have a fantastic stay home experience. Adios.